Hi guys, welcome back to another game of Starcraft, and this is Namcraft, and we are going to be looking at the fourth set in the series between Keyword 8 and Emtek Redbit in ASTL Season 3, Game 11. And after 3 games, looks like Emtek Redbit is up 2-1. The captain of Keyword 8, Light, was able to pull one game back very clutch. He had a very strong performance against a Zerg player, Miso. And Oh, I'm sorry, that was not Miso, that was Light versus Soma. Yeah, and now in this fourth match, we're going to have another TVZ. It's going to be Miso representing Keyword 8 as the red Zerg in the top right corner of the map, and he's going to be facing up against Organ, the blue Terran player at the bottom left corner of the map, and the map is Eclipse, two-player map with 3 lanes between you and your opponent's base, mirror base structure except for one base in the top left corner of the screen that has 2 gases, and that is not to be shared between these 2 players. And so far it looks like Miso has decided to go for 9 pool, very early aggressive kind of build. He's going to be looking forward to produce the first 6 Zerglings, I think, whereas Organ has decided to go for a supply and then a barracks, and we're gonna see if he's gonna do a barracks with gas or barracks into expansion. And he has wall off his choke, so the early aggression from the Zerg player won't be able to do much. Just to kind of remind you a little bit about the league situation. So right now, Keyword 8 is in 3rd place, and actually in today's matchup, we're going to have Keyword 8 versus Emtek Redbit, which is this game, and right after this we have Sunil, Skewered Chickens, and Africa TV. And all these teams are kind of between position 2 to 5. So, the Andoktopuki, the team that is in the number 1 position of the league, is not playing in this round, and Karario, the last team in the league standing, is also not playing. So the result of these 2 series, they would really greatly impact the positions of the teams. And yeah, so the first 6 things from Misos are out, and they're inbound for Organs. I guess, yeah, by the way, his name is Organ, also known as Piano. He has, his stage name is Piano. It's Organ, but in the Liquipedia as well as the SOSPA ranking in the Caspadis, he's known as Piano. But anyways, these Zerglings are coming in, and they're going to be hitting the first SCV. Is he going to move to that SCV? Yeah, very good. From Organ to just clutch move his SCV to save it, just a little bit of damage on that SCV's HP, but no matters. And now the Zerglings from Miso are just content to sit outside of Organ's base, while Miso is going to go for there, and we're going to see if this SCV is going to be able to scout that there's going to be a spy or not. And actually, where is the 3rd hatchery? The location of the 3rd hatchery from the Zerg is going to be very important. And these Zerglings kind of backed out. They kind of backed out and to go and try to kill that SV. And I always wonder, I don't play Zerg versus Terran, but I always wonder when the Zerg moves the Zerglings back like that, is there a small chance, a small window of opportunities for the Terran player to apply pressure with his 3 or 4 Marines and about 2 SCVs, and then maybe just fake an attack and force the Terran player, force the Zerg player to make some Sunkens or even more Zerglings? I always wonder, because if you just stay inside your base, you would lose this SCV. You won't be able to find anything. Well, you'll be able to find some information, but 6 Zerglings against 1 SCV is not a match for the Zerglings, right? So the Zerglings will always be able to deny scouting. So why don't you just apply a bit of pressure? But you have to be careful, of course. Yeah, so it looks like Miso has decided to take his search hatchery inside his base, and the spire is done, and so the lair is done, and the spire is going to start building. On the side of the Terran player, we have 4 Marines, and Academy is building up, and Engineering Bay is coming up soon. I'm not so familiar with the timing, but his 2nd barracks is being built. Anyways, while the game is kind of progressing very placidly, I would just like to take a moment to just advertise a little bit. I recently created a Facebook group called Broodwar Forever, to share my love for broodwar with everybody, and it's going to be a very open group. I hope that you guys can contribute by just writing or saying stuff, or posting your games or any games you have casted. It's going to be not not for any kind of profit purpose, so you feel free to share stuff. So the link is in the description, or you can find the name Broodwar Forever and the Facebook search feature. And by the way, my games, sometimes I speak a little bit too fast, and I'm not a native English speaker, so sometimes you cannot understand what I say. You can go ahead and click the CC button on each of the videos, and you can see the subtitles. And the subtitles are generated to match my voice, so they're quite good, about 80 to 90% correct. So if you're not an English native speaker either, you might find that useful, I think. Anyways, so back to the game. It looks like Spire is gonna get done for Miso in just a few seconds, and he's immediately put down his 2 Sunkens. I'm not sure that was necessary or not, because the Terran players is very far away. It takes about, 30 seconds for the Sunkens to morph, and maybe shorter, maybe 25. But the Marines take a lot longer to get to the Zerg's base. If they stim and just go directly, maybe they may be able to get there before. But Zerg is going to be able to kind of slow down the Terran push with some Zergling like maneuver, backstab, and stuff like that. But anyways, looks like Terran player has decided not to move out. And why is there one drone stuck in the corner? He's decided to park his Marines outside a bit, and he's going to be putting turrets all over the place. We saw this in the game between Light and Soma as well, where Light just put a group of Marine right outside his base instead of inside his base. And I wonder what is that for. Usually you want the Marines to be closer to your main so that they can move in and out, and reinforce and save SCVs when they need. But Light decided to park his Marines outside. Is it because of maybe he's looking for a counter when the Zerg is not watching or something like that? I don't know. So if you're a Terran or a Zerg player and you know what is the purpose of that, please let me know. But anyways, these 7 mutas are in here, and they're gonna hit the first SCV killed, second SCV dead, third one was not dead. Very good scan from Organ, is able to force those mutas back, and we're going to be looking for the 4th hatchery by the Zerg player. I've seen in some cases the Zerg just go ahead and take the 3rd hatchery as his 3rd base at the 1 o'clock position, but in this particular game Miso's decided to take an in-base hatchery instead. So I wonder what is the purpose of that. Anyways, looks like a hidden-ish hatchery at the top flap position, nobody's base kind of, and we're going to see if Organ is going to be able to scan that. He used I think 3 scanners already. Yeah, this one is low on energy. This one is gonna be near energy, and we're gonna see if he's gonna use a scanner immediately and for what position on the map. Starport is being built for the Terran player. This one Marine is trying to scout, but no, he died. But the rest of the armies is moving to the north side. Maybe he has a star sense that there's gonna be a base there. So other mutas is going to back off. I've seen some Zerg player, what they do in this case is when they see the Terran moving towards this new base, they would cancel and then remake the base. Because, that would give enough timing so that by the time the Terran player gets to that base, you can cancel again. If you don't cancel the first time and, the base would morph, the hatchery would morph, and then when Terran units arrive there, they're gonna kill the base. So exactly, at this point, he's gonna cancel, and he's gonna move his drone back. Or maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna force a cancel on that. Because yeah, but he's gonna try to corner this army, so that is a good time to move in, and he's gonna check where is the army going. Comes in with the first muta group. 1 mutas is badly damaged. The rest of the links are there from 2 sides. He's gonna move in. He needs to move in. Yeah, he's moving in from 2 sides. The first group of links is a little bit too late, and it's a little bit too early, but anyways, he didn't lose any mutas, so that is an important thing. So he's able to then re-expand to the 1 o'clock position. So I think that was a little bit of delay from Terran player, but not so important, because he lost a group of medic marine to those forces from the Zerg player. So it looks like Hive is started after the Queen's Nest was done for Miso. And let's see here, the mutas are still roaming around the map. Is Science Vessel going to be built soon? At least the mutas have +1 upgrade on them. And we're gonna see Terran. Terran also has +1 upgrade. Actually, I don't know much about the upgrade balance between Zerg versus Terran. Like, can you kill your opponent faster if you have one level upgrade higher? Like, for example, Zerg versus Protoss. I know that if Protoss is ahead in upgrade, he's gonna be able to kill your enemy's units faster. I'm not so precise on the exact number of hits you need to kill certain units, but if you know anything about that for Zerg versus Terran matchup, let me know. Like what is the critical timing for the upgrades, and you want to be ahead in how much upgrade in order to do how much damage. But anyways, hold that thought because these 11 mutas are doing a lot of damage. I think he can even attack the Marine. He has enough army to attack the Marine if they just come in piecemeal like that. 3 Marine down, a ton of SCV dead, and look at this. The Terran is, hugely out of position. And the Zerg found an opening, and another medic died. Another Marine is gonna die soon. Another SCV dies. And look at the number of SCVs for Organ. It's ridiculously low. And now Lurkers is coming, and all of a sudden, Miso turned a defensive position into an offensive position. And now this group of medic marine is out here in the middle of the map. The mutas are gonna kind of back up a little bit, and the lurkers are gonna come in. But these two science vessels are ready, and the lurkers are moving in. He needs to stim. The turn place is not stimming, but fortunately for him, he immediately split. And where are the medics? The medics should be there to heal the army, but no, he decided to move up. These lurkers need to reposition themselves. The science vessels are leading the way. A lot of lurkers, and now are in position. The fighter mounts is under construction. So I think this big battle is gonna determine who's gonna be the winner. And these two lurkers decide to move up here, and they make it up on the ramp correctly. Two of them make it up. 1, 2, and the Terran player needs to move down, and then the Zerg player decides to move in. This is gonna be important. If they load, they don't load, but very very good for the Terran to move out. He needs to scan. He needs to back up and then scan, and the rest of his army needs to come back. And oh my God, those lurkers are surviving, but very very good focus fire on the lurkers. But this one lurker is gonna back up, and they need to run away because the Terran player kind of got back. And seeing that, Organ also moved his armies back because he knew that there's no longer a need to defend his base, and he's gonna try to go for the Zerg third expansion once again. And we'll see the timing of the defilers, because at this point Zerg desperately need defilers if he wants to defend. And on this map, the third base is very very easy to take, but the fourth base is very difficult to take. So we're gonna see, what is the decision from Miso and which base he decides to go to. We have seen that sometimes Zerg player try to take 2 bases at the same time in this map, and in case one base falls, at least you have another one. So if we see if that is going to be the case for Miso, double upgrade for Terran player. These two dropships are going to try something sneaky at the 12th position. Another set of 2 science vessels are out. 1 irradiate is very very good, and that Nidus Canal is going to be very important. If these armies are able to kill the Nidus Canal, and now Organ move in, guys. But Zerg is going to intercept. Zerg is going to intercept or not? He intercept with 1 Scourge. The other Scourge is able to get in, and the Nidus Canal lives. The Nidus Canal lives. It was not destroyed by any of the drop. I think it would have been better for the dropship to drop next to the Nidus Canal instead of doing this moving drop. Sometimes you do a moving drop, you click your own dropship and it drops as it moves. That is good because then you can kind of focus your attention somewhere else where the drop happens. Or if you're trying to run away from scourges, that's also something that you can try to do. But that was not what was needed at that point. He needed to, Organ I think needed to drop right next to the Nidus Canal and focus on killing it. But now, anyways, the Zerg survives a bit longer, and this is going to be very very interesting going to the mid game. One more time, the Zerg player is decided. Organ is decided to bust this place, but no, he's using the energy, and I think Miso needs to think about those science vessels because the numbers are getting dangerously high. 4 science vessels, and none of them are yet scourged. And you see, because actually Organ made 2 dropships. If he made more science vessels, he would have 6 by now. But no, these mutas are still running around. These science vessels are still running around. Let's see here, it's looking for the defiler to kill, and he raided something. I think it must have been a lurker. And okay, it looks like Organ has gotten his third base up, and we are going to go into the mid to late game, guys. This Defilers is ready, and is Miso going to move out? He's going to, yeah, he eats up a lot of his Zerglings, and he's gonna Plague. I think this is perfect for Plague if Miso sees that. So Miso is gonna move out, and he's going to Plague. Yeah, good Plague, catching 3 of the Science Vessels and a bunch of Medic and Marine. He immediately backs off. 1 5-bat died, and these Marines are kind of just over micro. They kind of move out in the wrong location. He advanced too much there, and now it's time for Terran to back up because his army is damaged, and he needs to regroup with the rest of his army. And yeah, no, I guess Organs decided to hold position. He's gonna hold it right below the ramp in the middle of the map, and now these science vessels need to go home. The science vessels have no business being here because the Marine cannot defend them. But he lost the one science vessel. At that point, I think he just sent the science vessel directly home instead of just trying to run the science vessel next to the medic Marine. Some 5-bats arrived to clear out these links, and let's see here. So it looks like Terran is ready to take its 4th base, while Zerg is still contending with 3 bases. And Zerg needs to think, well, he's building something in the top left corner. I thought that's a base, but that's probably a group of links just waiting. Mutants are moving out, just looking for stuff to kill, but yeah, it's not going to be something important. And these science vessels arrived home, and they're going to get repaired. Very good irradiate there. One more irradiate? No, 3 mutants is not worth it to irradiate. Okay, it looks like Zerg is trying to expand to the bottom right of the corner, but Terran player Organ has hold of everything. He knows exactly where to go. And he immediately denies that one drone that was going to the top right position. Yeah, you can see that one red dot kind of disappeared there. But now the Ultra is out. But I think Terran has such strong control of the map. I mean, let's look at the number of armies that is split up, and these science vessels are gonna come in, and you need to hide your army. But very good Plague, and you need something to hit the science vessel now. What is that? Overlord. Okay, they're moving in, and these oh my god, one skirt just completely missed and just hits a unit that is, you know, not and this Overlord is killing a lot of drone. You need to move the Overlord. I have never seen a Terran player irradiate an Overlord before because you cannot control the Overlord. But anyways, that Overlord just wandered into the wrong place. And now Zerg is going for the counter attack, guys. At least they have Defiler. And just to say that, Miso loses one of his Defilers, but he's now ready to attack this base in the 10 position. He shouldn't send his army out single line like that. Oh man, Terran is so strong. I don't think Miso has a chance to win this game. Battle cruisers are not out. This base is, you know, very well defended. You need Defiler to kill that amount of Medic Marine. But no matter, I think Defilers is not needed. Just Lurker. Lurker is able to kill, and you should pick up the Lurkers now. These two, oh, very good irradiate on that one battle cruisers, and now it's going to get hurt. And this drop ship is going to do a ton of damage on this side of the map, while the Zerg is kind of distracted, and he's moving in, and at least now Organ is not paying attention, so Organ loses entire groups of Medic Marine here. Those two Ultras can back up. Very good micro management, but hold that thought, guys. This game is going crazy, and now the Zerg has been busted at his 3rd base, and I think that is going to be GG because Zerg has no bases here. His mining is disrupted as it is natural, and even though Zerg is able to kill the 4th base of the Terran still has a 5th base. But anyways, these Lurkers are moving in, but they need to burrow. They're not burrowing. 1, 2, 3, and that's gonna be GG. I think it's time for Miso to get out, guys. His GG timing is too slow. And yeah, I think Emtek is gonna win this game. Even though Miso's still trying very hard to win back this base, but what is the purpose? I mean, even if you win this space, the Terran is gonna come back with more forces later. So anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you would click the subscribe to support my channel, and then you're gonna gonna see the icon for it is in a picture of a Zealot warrior that is gonna appear at the end of this video, so that would help me very much. So thanks for that. And we're just gonna here just to enjoy the last moments of this show. 3 battle cruisers out there destroying this one lone lurker, and Zerg is still fighting to the death, but the Terran has, you know, kept tabs of everything. He knows exactly what the Zerg is doing, where the armies of the Zergs are, how many bases Zerg has, and you know, now the supply of organ is 3 times that of Miso, but Miso stubbornly has decided, you know, I'm not giving up. He's expanded to the 1 o'clock position. Okay, is he gonna try his last dish attack here? But these 3 times, oh my god, but those, okay, at least something was, at least a good chance for Miso to get back. He was able to kill 2 science vessels with scourges, and now, well, the problem is he doesn't have any army. And there's a huge group of links at the south side of this map. They're moving toward the land, but they don't have the support of the Defiler, so they're just gonna run in single file and they're gonna get destroyed. And yeah, so Miso GG's, thanks for watching. Emtek Organ, wait, hold on, Miso, yeah, Miso's the one who lost. So Emtek Emtek Redbit wins this game in a convincing fashion, 3-1. Thanks for watching and see you in the next series. Bye bye.